Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to do a review for Wicked Rails VR, a game released on the Steam store December 10th, 2020 by developer Went2Play LLC. It's available for the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift. I can confirm it works perfectly fine on the Oculus Quest 2 using the Oculus Link cable. It's available for $4.99. It's currently on a release sale, 10% off. I got a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program. Now, anyone who watches my channel knows that I love VR roller coasters. So the question is Wicked Rails VR a good coaster experience for VR? Unfortunately, the answer is, yeah, sort of. But I'll get into that. So let's talk about Wicked Rails VR. It is a mix of a pure VR roller coaster experience, but it does have some added gameplay to it. A lot of other VR roller coasters have added shooting. This one has you collecting gems. You'll be ducking and dodging and slowing your cart to avoid obstacles. And you'll also be throwing rocks and bombs at either barriers or at little flame pipes that you use to explode, all to increase your score. You do have to collect as many gems as possible so that you open a portal at the end. I was able to get to the very end of the game, but I didn't have enough gems and thus I still died. You can die before you get to the end of this game, and there are different paths to take. So that's all interesting. However, I have to say that the actual VR roller coaster ride itself, the main attraction, is less than stellar. And I have to admit my own bias that so far the top VR roller coaster experiences for me have been pure VR roller coaster experiences. I don't really like the VR coaster experiences that add other types of gameplay because, in my opinion, it brings down the VR coaster experience itself. Here it's almost there, but it just doesn't quite work very well. The ride itself is just not very exciting. Now, there are some cool parts, and you'll see on the video here towards the end where I do take this little leap across a broken track, and that's pretty cool. But for the most part, all this busy work, all this throwing of rocks and bombs and trying to collect gems kind of takes away from your ability to actually enjoy the actual ride, and that's the problem with this type of gameplay added to the VR roller coaster genre. The VR roller coaster should really be about the ride and enjoying the visuals, enjoying the thrill of being on the ride. When you have to do all these extra activities, you kind of have your attention divided away from that. Plus, for me, just this environment, this track itself, is not really inspired. It's kind of a little on the generic side. I don't want to be too harsh on it because it's not really awful. It's better than the average VR roller coaster, but just barely, And so for this premium price, I think you are expecting just a better overall experience. And where this fails is it's just not imaginative enough. It's not varied enough. And you're so busy collecting these gems and throwing these rocks and these bombs, but that part of the gameplay just isn't interesting enough to make the whole experience better than if it had just been a roller coaster ride by itself. Wicked Rails VR is running on the Unreal Engine. On my RTX 3080, I was getting a steady 90 frames per second. I did not like that there were no options as far as recentering your play space. Luckily, the Oculus Home was able to recenter me, and there are also no graphical settings or anything like that. This is a seated experience. I want to estimate the ride takes about 8, maybe 10 minutes. But again, I did get to the ending, but I wasn't able to beat it just because I didn't have enough gems when I got to the end. And unfortunately, since I wasn't recording, I have no idea how long it actually took for me to get to that ending. And even though you do have to reach to your side, so I do recommend standing room. You can play this comfortably seated. So if I have to rate this game, I think I would give it a 5.5 out of 10. I think I might have scored it a 6 just maybe like a year ago, but I really expect more from VR roller coasters now. And this is not bad. This is a good VR roller coaster. I definitely recommend it to anyone who's a big VR roller coaster fan. For $5, I think you are getting a nice deal given the replay value, but for anybody else, I think this is a complete pass. There's just better VR roller coaster experiences, and this is just pretty average, maybe a little bit better than average. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. If you liked my review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
I need more bombs. I'm hurt.